Hi, I'm Chris Berman. Ahead on ESPN, people's thoughts in mid-October naturally turn to postseason baseball and the World Series. But as Week 7 of the NFL comes your way, we've got our own version of a fall classic lined up for you here. Lions, Giants. Straight ahead.
While the teams are out on the field getting loose, the fans are filing in and finding their seats for the game. Hi, and welcome to Giant Stadium. I'm Dan Stevens. My pal Peter O'Keefe will be covering today's game with me. Peter, playing on the road can be an unfriendly environment, to say the least, and it has been particularly unkind to these guys.
Well, you said it, Dan. Have really had a rough go of it on the road so far this season. They're hoping they can turn their luck around in today's game. We'll see how it goes.
And now let's go down. Bryant boots the opening kickoff. Bryson decides to take it out of the end zone. Popped hard at the 21.
Sean Bryson took it out of the end zone and
Hakeem makes the catch out to the left, and the ball's loose. And he's stopped right there.
Detroit is challenging whether the player had possession prior to the fumble.
This is their first challenge of the game, and even if they lose this one, they still have one challenge left.
well, Dan, we've got to see if the receiver established possession before he lost the ball. Remember, he has to have full control of it. Well, it doesn't look like he had possession, Dan. I'd call it an incompletion and overturn it.
An incomplete pass. The receiver did not have possession of the ball prior to the fumble. Detroit will not be charged a timeout. Fourth down.
He likes the call, and you sort of have a feeling that he knew it all along. Barber chews up 4 yards, and that brings up second down. Warner throws a heater, and it falls incomplete. At their own 20-yard line. Schlesinger chews up 4 yards, and that will bring up second down. Rips him down in the backfield, and that takes them even farther away from the marker. Toomer makes the catch on the right sideline, and he's got the first down and a whole lot.
Kurt Warner lays this one in beautifully. Got to see it one more time.
Right on the money, Peter. He effectively rendered the defense irrelevant. Barber carries it for the third time and will gain close to 6.
Tiki Barber.
Barber gets the call again and can't convert the third down. That will bring up fourth down.
Teddy Lehman brought down the ball carrier before the markers. There was some gain there, but not enough for the first.
The defense's back was against the wall, and they rose to the challenge, Peter.
Yeah, Dan, that's great D. They had to make a stand here, and
Barber picks up about 2, and they get past the markers and convert the fourth. Warner passes this one after the play action, and it's caught for the score.
Amani Toomer is in man-to-man coverage on this play and makes the most of it. Let's take a look. Oh, that's a great catch. That guy has real skill.
Harrington rifles this one hard over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Steven Alexander looked like he was off.
No good. Incomplete. Fourth down coming up. Bell gets the sack at the 39.
That's going to be a sizable loss. Watch this. Oh, yeah. That's going to push.
Barber catches it in the flat, and he will be well short of the markers. That will bring up fourth down. This drive begins at their own 22-yard line. Streets catches the hard throw and gets past the markers for a first down. tracks him down, gets the sack, and the clock continues.
Big loss. I don't know what happened to the protection. Let's have a look. You know,
Williams rips down the lob and is at the 50. Tackle
the season.
Harrington makes the throw after the play-action fake. Williams didn't haul that one in, and it falls in. Goal unit is on the field. Hansen kicks it from 35 yards and puts it straight through the uprights and good. Yard line. Warner really rifles this pass, and it's off. Incomplete.
Jeremy Shockey had that ball in his
Thank you
hand.
to Chris Berman in our studios in Bristol for the ESPN halftime report. Boomer?
All right, Dan, we'll get back to you in a bit. But welcome, everybody, to the ESPN Halftime Show. I'm Chris Berman. The Giants, therefore, find themselves in a tight ball game. Anything can happen in the second half. Not much action early on, so we'll pick it up early in the second quarter. Kurt Warner would find his target on this one. An 18-yard touchdown for the Giants. The Giants get the first points of the game and go up by 7. The Lion trying to answer back, Roy Williams, found a soft spot on the defense and it worked to his advantage. That set up a 36-yard field goal, and that's where we'll leave this one. Giants are holding on to a lead, 7-3. It's time now for our Halftime Hero Award, which recognizes the most dominant player of the first half. Duh. This time there can be no question. Well-dressed Amani Toomer has played outstanding. So that'll do it for...
Shockey catches this one and is well past the markers for a first down.
3 guys covering him, but look what happens. Incredible catch.
Definitely a slow start, but he's finally got it. Barber goes right up the middle and takes it upfield. No one in front of him. 30, 20, 15, 5, touchdown!
Tiki Barber sticks close to his blockers here, and it pays off.
Peter, that will put a touchdown in his stat column.
And that's always...
With their passing game up to this point. We'll see what they call on this drive as they start at their own 22-yard line. Jones gets the handoff and Jones gets the toss and runs into traffic, rips him down in the back. Bell sacks him back at the 41.
That's going to cost the offense a few yards. Oh, yeah, that's a great job of getting to the quarterback. Nice sack.
Peter, he's really got... Warner rifles this one hard over the middle, and the catch is made well past the markers for a first. Warner throws a big high lob, and it's complete for a first down and a whole lot more.
Defender and into the arms of his receiver. That's a great play. Check it out. Ooh, nice, accurate throw.
And Peter with this receiver's side. Lehman gets the sack at the 6.
Finger on him.
And then he proceeds to lay. Lyon tips it away on the coverage, incomplete. That will bring up 4th and goal.
Fernando Bryant gets a hand on this one. Right there. That's a...
Bryant with a 22-yarder, and it's good. Second down, 3 wideouts in the game. Schlesinger catches it in the flat and tries to get free. Runs out of 69. Harrington zips it to the left sideline, and it is not reeled in. Incomplete. It'll be 4th down. Jones catches it in the flat, and and he's short of the markers. They will forfeit the ball on downs.
Carlos, I tell you, what a stop on 4th down. It's worth another look. Oh, huge tackle, huge play.
That was some aggressive play calling that deep in their own territory. And Barber will get the carry on 2nd down and gains about 3 yards.
Number 94.
Warner passes this one after the play action, and it's intercepted. Stopped at the 15.
Football. Let's take another look.
That is a stellar effort on the part of the D. He's got his own all.
He was supposed to play.
Hakeem catches it left sideline.
They're having problems with.
Harrington throws a high, long one to the right, and it's tipped. Incomplete.
Nice, aggressive D.
Streets brings down the lob left side. Harrington fires this one over the middle, and it's complete at the 45.
Funky Dan, he's just got to grab one to get his confidence back, though.
Harrington throws this on a rope, and the Lions take their first timeout. Williams makes the catch. The Lions will take a time. Intercepted.
An interception. Perfect read and jump on the ball.
Boy, that was a heads-up play to come away with his first interception of the game. 3. For my partner, Peter O'Keefe, this is Dan Stevens saying goodbye until next time.
Enjoy this, and we're going to get you next time. We're going to get you next time. It's all right.
All right, gang, great work as always. And with that, we welcome everybody back to the ESPN studios for our ESPN Video Games post-game show. I'm Chris Berman. The Giants stepped it up for sure, putting up some good numbers. Let's get started in this one early in the 3rd quarter. Tiki Barber is going to get the carry here as they grind it out on the ground. He makes the most of this one, a 64-yard touchdown for the Giants. The Giants move ahead by 11. Ball at the 36. Jeremy Shockey makes him pay. He's running a deep route, and this ball is right where it needs to be. That set up a short 23-yard field goal. The Giants, after a stop on 4th down, Giants is up by 14. Fernando Bryant is reading the quarterback's eyes all the way as he's able to get his hands on this one and pick it off. The Lions on defense, Omar Stoutmire was in the right place at the right time, as his interception was a possible momentum shifter. And that's where we'll leave this one. Giants win this one 17-3. Now let's talk to a player who was instrumental in their dominant running game and is our player of the game. Tiki Barber is standing by with Susie Colbert. Suze?
Thank you, Chris. You were fantastic, and you helped carry your team to a nice win. What gave you guys the edge today?
Man, our defense played great. They were getting after the ball, hustling, making hits all game long. Man, it got me fired up watching them play. It was a nice effort all around, though.
Chris, back to you.
Thanks for tuning in.
This is SportsCenter.
I'm Chris Berman. Well, let's get straight to the action. In our first game this week, we had the Falcons come away with a 2-point nail-biting win. We had a big injury in this one, and Trey has the lowdown for us. Trey?
All right, Chris, thanks. Luckily, we had a relatively injury-free week, which makes my job just that much easier. Dante Hall is arguably the biggest name on this list. Tests at the stadium revealed a broken kneecap, so he'll be out for the rest of the regular season. So that'll do it for now. Boomer, back to you.
Torrey Holt stepped it up this week and gave his team some added firepower for the win. In a long-standing AFC rivalry, we had the Patriots win their 5th game of the season. Stephen Davis ran to pay dirt 3 times and helped his Panthers beat the Chargers. Lions, Giants. Panthers. Tiki Barber would come up with a big play here as he gets the carry and has clear sailing ahead. The Giants win this one by the final score of 17-3. At the home of the Indy 500, we had the Colts come away with a 7-point win. Down in Tampa, we had the Buccaneers get nipped by 3 points. The Bills' defense held their opponents to under 100 rushing yards in their win at M&T Stadium. Cowboys, Packers in their win. Brett Favre calling signals at his own 40-yard line, rolls, then fires a slant. Look at him go! He could go all the way. 60-yard score. The Packers go on to win this by the final score of 21-10. The Titans lost on the road, but will get to head home and meet the Bengals. Warren Sapp had another good performance in the win and showed us why he's ranked up at the top of the league. Garrison First I Look at the Hearst rushed for 2 touchdowns and helped his Broncos beat the Bengals. We had an interesting free agency pickup of note here. Trey's got the lowdown for us. Trey?
All right, Chris, let's switch gears and talk about players that'll have new homes in the National Football League, as free agency continues to play such a huge role in determining a team's makeup. Antoine Smith will be moving on from his current address, and he gets a pretty good deal to do it. 3 years, $2.7 million.
Seahawks, Cardinals. Marcel Shipp is always a threat. They're at the 1-yard line and touchdown. The Cardinals go on to win this by the final score of 19-13. And last but not least, we had the Eagles come away victorious. So another week in the books here on ESPN, but what do you say we hand out a few game balls before we go? Here's my primetime players. That'll do it, sports fans. I'm Chris Berman, and thanks so much for joining us here in the Bristol studios. We'll see you next week right here on ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports.